All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're going to talk about one of the biggest, quietest struggles a lot of men go through, that constant, draining need for someone else's approval. But this isn't just about theory. We're going to walk through an actual playbook for building that real, rock solid confidence that comes from the inside. Man, does this one hit home for you? This single sentence just captures this immense unspoken weight. It's that feeling, the one where you feel like you have to hold everything together for everyone else, and showing even a tiny crack in the armor feels like it's all going to come crashing down. This is exactly where all that pressure starts to build. And that pressure, it so often leads to this silent, internal battle that so many guys fight completely alone. We're always told to man up or be a man, which, let's be honest, usually just means bottling it all up inside until you feel like you're about to break. So, what does that struggle actually feel like on the inside? Just take a look at this list. Does any of it ring a bell? That feeling of being a fraud, imposter syndrome, even when you're successful. Or maybe it's that constant, simmering anger or frustration that you just can't shake. These aren't just random, disconnected feelings. They're all symptoms of a much bigger, deeper issue. So, let's put a name to that deeper issue. It's a trap. A trap that's designed to keep you running on a hamster wheel, constantly chasing approval from all the wrong places. And here it is. This is the heart of the problem. External validation. Think about it like this. You're literally outsourcing your sense of self-worth. You're handing the remote control for your own value over to your boss, your partner, even to strangers on the internet. You're trying to fill a hole inside you with praise from the outside, and it's a game you can never, ever win. So you have to ask yourself, what's the real cost here? What is the price you're paying for living like this? Because it's so much more than just feeling stressed out. It seeps into every single corner of your life, your relationships, your work, and your own peace of mind. When you see it laid out side by side like this, the choice becomes pretty stark, doesn't it? Down one path, you're just giving away your power. Your confidence gets crushed because if you don't get that like or that compliment, you feel worthless. But that other path, that's where you reclaim your power. You become the source of your own value. Okay, so we see the two paths. How do we get on the right one? Well, our source material gives us this really powerful framework to work with. It's called the 11th man. Now, don't think of this as some perfect, impossible ideal. Think of it more like a practical guide for building that real, authentic kind of confidence. Rule number 1. This is the foundation of everything. The 11th man validates himself. He doesn't go searching for it outside. He knows his own worth, period. He doesn't need a promotion or a pat on the back to feel like he's enough. And this is a total game changer, It's like your own internal armor. Criticism doesn't crush you when you weren't looking for their approval in the first place. Then we have rule number 2. He leads with integrity. This just means doing the right thing, even when nobody's watching. So why is this so critical for confidence? Because every single time you do it, you build trust with the one person who matters most, yourself. You're proving to yourself over and over that you're a man of your word. And rule number 3 kind of ties it all together, setting strong boundaries. Now look, this isn't about building walls or being a jerk. It's about protecting your own peace, your own energy. Every single time you set a healthy boundary, you're teaching other people how to treat you. It's a massive act of self-respect. Okay, so that's the framework. That's the what. But what about the how? What do you actually do in the moment when that little voice of self-doubt starts whispering in your ear? Well, here is a super practical tool you can start using today. This is called the Is It True method. It's so simple, but believe me, it is powerful. The next time a negative thought pops into your head, something like, I'm not good enough for this, just stop and ask yourself first, is that thought 100% absolutely without a doubt true? The answer is almost always no. Then ask, what's another way to look at this? What else could this mean? And finally, is this thought kind to myself? Think about it. You would never talk to your best friend that way, so why do you let yourself get away with it? And ultimately, this is what we're aiming for. This is the definition of confidence we want. It's not about being the loudest guy in the room. It's not arrogance. It's integrity. It's just the quiet belief that you'll keep the promises you make to yourself. Every time you follow through, you're adding another brick to that foundation of real earned confidence. So as we bring this all together, let's focus on what this all leads to. This whole journey, it's not just about feeling a little bit better. It is about a fundamental transformation in how you see yourself and how you move through the world. And if there is only one thing you take away from all of this, please let it be this. Your worth is not up for negotiation. It's not tied to your bank account or your job title. It's built in. You were born with it. The real work isn't about earning your worth. It's about finally accepting the worth that has been there the entire time.
So I'm going to leave you with this question. And I mean, really think about it. If you took all the energy you currently spend worrying about what other people think, all that energy seeking their approval, and you got it all back to use for yourself, what would you build? Who would you finally have the courage to become? That right there is where your real confidence begins.